Hi there. So I'm making this video because I was just very disheartened earlier by a hairstylist that was like encouraging natural hair girlies to put perms in their hair. And no shade, no tea if you put a perm, that's just your preference. But to my natural hair girlies that want to learn how to do their hair, y'all just stick around. Y'all, being natural, it's not for the weak, okay? I stopped putting perms in my hair in 2012. So 12 years ago, I stopped putting perms in my hair. And let me tell you, this took a long time for me to figure out how to make it work. 6 years ago is whenever I actually started putting in the work for my natural hair, because I was a straight hair natural for a long time. So I went from perms to transitioning to be natural. And my transition to be natural was just straight hair. I didn't do a big chop. I didn't do anything. I just transitioned into being natural. I went and got my hair straightened every 4 to 6 weeks. And that's just how I did it for 6 years. And then I decided, I wonder what my hair actually looks like. I spent a lot of money, not even gonna lie to you guys. I spent a lot of money trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. Until now, I know what works. But it kind of takes that. Sometimes you can get a product and it works and you don't have to spend a lot of money. Me, I spent a lot of money in the beginning. Now I know what works and what doesn't work for my hair. But the most important thing that I will tell anybody is that it takes time. And I mean time as in like the day that you do your hair. It takes time. And then just like time, like just in general, this is not something that's going to happen overnight, in 6 months, even a year. It took me probably about 4 years to get my hair like this. And right now, I want to say that it's probably in the healthiest state that it's been since 2020. But it takes, and you have to be consistent. You definitely have to be consistent. If you're not consistent and you just kind of leave your hair, for a long period of time, and then you want to try, most of the time it doesn't work like that. You can't be rough with your hair. You definitely got to be very, very gentle to your hair, and you got to like basically treat it like a baby. You gotta treat it like a baby. And whenever I say time, let's go back to time. It takes, my wash day is probably about 4 to 5 hours long. And I know you're probably saying, oh my gosh, what are you doing in them 4 to 5 hours? It takes me probably just to get the pre-poo in my hair from this state. Let's go from this state, probably about an hour. Because I separate, I'm detangling with my fingers. Because I really don't use a tool during this process. So it takes me about an hour just to put the pre-poo in. I pre-poo for an hour. I shampoo my hair. That probably takes about 20 minutes or so. I deep condition my hair for between 30 minutes to an hour. And then I have to twist my hair, which takes about 2 hours. Or maybe an hour, maybe a little over an hour if I'm gonna blow it out. So you definitely have to take time out. I turned off. But you have to take time out of your day in order for you to have healthy hair. So I always, on my off days, whichever day that I'm off, because I get 2, I say, well, this day will be the day that I'm going to wash my hair, which I need to have nothing planned for that day if I'm going to wash my hair. So if like you're just really not ready for that, then I would be a natural is definitely not for you. You can put your hair health in the hands of a beautician. Some people are magnificent. But if you're like me, I get my hair straightened once a year. This year be twice. Sometimes I do twice a year. Most of the time I just do once. Then within that time frame, who's taking care of your hair? You can't keep your hair in braids the whole entire time because braids cause breakage. If you're not taking care of your hair, you still have to take care of your hair. So taking care of your hair is very, very, very important, and the products that you use too. Because if your hair is breaking and it's weak, you need protein. And if you're just steady adding moisture to it, you're not helping your hair whatsoever. And then vice versa. If you're needing moisture and all you're doing is putting protein on it, I'm sure it's like a straw. I'm sure it's hard. But yeah, you have to learn your hair. And you got to use the right products for your hair. You have to be gentle with your hair. TLC. Tender love and care. And lots of patience. I can recommend you guys some products if y'all want. Just let me know. But yeah, and this is no shade to the girls that put perms, but don't perm your hair.